So here's the thing most people don't tell you. Travel insurance isn't just one product. It's more like a collection of protections bundled under one name. Some plans only cover canceled trips, others might skip medical altogether, and the worst part is you usually don't realize what's missing until something actually goes wrong. That's why buying travel insurance takes a little bit more thought than just picking the cheapest option, because depending on where you're going, what you're doing, and how much your trip costs, you'll want a policy that actually fits. So in this video, I'll break down how travel insurance works, what to look for in a plan, and how to avoid the traps that can leave you stuck with fine print instead of real coverage. So at its core, travel insurance is a financial safety net. If something unexpected comes up, whether it's a missed flight, a trip cancellation, or a medical emergency, insurance helps cover that cost. But what that looks like can vary a lot between providers. The big three categories are your trip, your health, and your stuff. Trip protection is for cancellations, interruptions, and delays. So if you get sick before you leave or have to cut your trip short because of a family emergency or something, insurance can reimburse those non-refundable costs. It also helps out when flights are delayed or baggage goes missing. Things that won't necessarily ruin your trip, but will definitely throw a wrench in it. Now, medical coverage is the part that people tend to overlook, but if you're traveling internationally and something serious happens, the bills can add up fast. Domestic insurance plans usually won't cover you abroad, and even just getting evacuated to a hospital that can treat you can run tens of thousands of dollars. Travel insurance takes care of that, plus things like dental emergencies, epidemic-related illnesses, sometimes even political unrest. Then there's your belongings. If your bag gets lost or something gets stolen, there's coverage for that as well. This tends to cap out around $2,000 for the total and $150 per item, but it's enough to at least cover the essentials. Some plans will even include rental car damage, so you don't have to shell out for the rental company's overpriced insurance. Now let's talk about how pricing works, because this is where a lot of people get tripped up. Travel insurance isn't a flat rate. It's based on a few key factors: your age, how long you're traveling, where you're going, and how much the trip costs. If you're headed somewhere with expensive healthcare like the US, your policy is going to be more expensive. Same goes if you're over 50. On the flip side, kids under 18 are often free or heavily discounted when they're added to an adult's plan. Pre-existing conditions can also affect coverage. Some policies won't touch them, others will, but only if you buy your plan within a certain window after booking. So if that's a factor, you gotta pay attention to the fine print. And then there's the activities. A lot of plans exclude anything considered risky: skydiving, scuba diving, maybe even riding a moped. If you're planning any of that, you'll need an add-on or a policy built for adventure travel. So when should you actually buy travel insurance? Short answer, as soon as you put money down. The earlier you buy, the more you're protected, especially if you need to cover cancellations for pre-existing conditions. From there, figure out what kind of plan actually makes sense for your trip. Some are fine with the basics, others might want cancel for any reason coverage or protection for work-related interruptions. If you're traveling a lot in a single year, an annual policy might actually save you money compared to buying one every time. Regardless, the goal is to match the plan to the trip. Not just grab whatever's cheapest, because that $25 policy might not help much if your flight gets canceled and you're stuck covering a week of hotels by yourself. And that's the problem with most in travel insurance. Plenty of coverage on paper, but not much help in the moment. One of the best options I've come across that actually fixes this is called Faye. It covers the same basics: your trip, your health, your belongings, but it's designed to work while you're traveling, not weeks later when you're buried in claims paperwork. Everything runs through their app. You punch in your destination, dates, and trip cost, and in under a minute, you've got a custom plan. From there, you can add extras like adventure sports, rental cars, even pet coverage. And once you're covered, the app's already running in the background. If your flight's delayed or your gate changes, you'll get a ping right away. If your bag doesn't show up, you can file a claim on the spot. Just upload a receipt, and most payouts land in your Faye wallet, a digital card tied to Apple Pay or Google Pay, within a couple of days. That way you can rebook a hotel, grab clothes, or just buy a toothbrush immediately instead of waiting weeks for a check. On top of that, the app has useful travel tools in real time: emergency contacts, weather alerts, visa info, even reminders what kind of adapter to pack. You can store your passport, track your trip, and reach support directly in the app. What's nice is Faye doesn't mess with tiers or weird upgrades. There's one solid base plan that covers your essentials, and then you tack on extras if you need them. So let's say you're taking a trip to the city. You're not overpaying. If you got an action-packed adventure, you can dial up the protection with just a couple of taps. They'll even cover pre-existing conditions if you buy early enough. And when you actually need help, it's not some chatbot or a call center queue. It's real people available 24/7 who get things handled. And while we're talking about trip strategy, let me share you a quick travel hack I've been using to save money on bookings lately. It's called Private Honors, and it gives you up to 12% cash back on every single trip. Here's the idea. Private Honors taps into wholesale travel rates, basically the price's travel agency, which can run up to 20% cheaper than public booking sites. If you ever used Expedia, this is going to feel familiar, because Private Honors actually runs through Expedia's travel agent affiliate program, or TAP. That's how it passes along the discounts and cashback you wouldn't normally see. I've used it for flights, hotels, even car rentals, and more than once, it beat the prices I found on my own with sites like Skyscanner. Once you sign up, Even if it's just the free trial, you can hit that book my trip now and it'll take you into Expedia Tab's booking portal. From there, it looks like any other search page except private honors will flag the discounted rates. Like, for example, I've got my mindset on going to Paris this fall, so I plugged in my date range and traveler info and the results popped up as usual. But one of the hotels, Hotel Chamar, it showed a 50% discount for those dates. You click through and just like anywhere else, you'll see photos and reviews. You're just booking at that lower wholesale rate. So if you want to see how private honors could cut down your travel costs, check out our in-depth review video and use the affiliate link in the description to get started. So if you're trying to figure out how to actually buy travel insurance, here's the takeaway. Match the plan to the trip. Make sure the basics are covered, trip health and belongings, and don't skip medical or evacuation coverage just because you're feeling lucky. And if you want something that doesn't just look good on paper but actually helps while you're traveling, Faye is one of the better choices out there. And if Faye or Private Honors sounds like it might be the right fit for your next trip, check out the link in the description. There you can see the latest pricing and coverage details, so it's worth a look before you book. Also, if you're interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. I'd appreciate a thumbs up if you found this one helpful, and if you have any questions about travel insurance in general or Faye specifically, drop those in the comments. I try to get back to as many as I can. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.